Welcome to the Paint the Town Red podcast, where we expose the hidden threats against America. Today's lineup: the LA riots, Palantir's surveillance power, and Iran's nuclear deal. Across America, rioters have looted and attacked police during supposed protests, while the media cheers them on. Federal agents are now involved because local authorities lost control. Meanwhile, Palantir grips control of all Americans' last remaining freedom. We are locked in on the protest and at the exact same time watching our last bit of hope of being a free nation completely stripped away. Republicans are saying, "How dare you wave a Mexican flag in our nation?" Meanwhile, they have an Israeli flag on their suit jacket. For far too long, we have too much immigration into this country. One of the problems with too much immigration into this country is that we lose our identity. We suddenly become a nation full of a bunch of groups rather than one nation for one cause. And of course, we're always going to be divided politically. But at the core of it, we love this nation, and that's a very important tenet that we should all share. Trump right now is talking about the Chinese students being a win in his recent trade war with China. But is it a win? So what? Chinese people now go to school here and take some of the high-paying jobs that we could have had? I don't understand why it's so complicated, especially for the older generation to understand this. If we have a shortage of doctors or farm workers or any type of issues making the workforce with the amount of people that we need, we don't solve it by immigrating people here from other nations that hate us at their core. But with the big donors who funded all of the politicians' campaigns, they don't want to see their stocks go down. So we will bring work for slave labor. I thought slavery was bad. I guess not if it makes the elites happy. Over here to do all of our jobs and to solve all of our problems. We need to solve our problems. Speaking of the rich globalists who could care more about money than people, we know they hired some talented protest consultants to organize these riots and print out these high-quality flyers. But who is the ones footing the bill? Well, the nonprofits who are printing how to avoid getting arrested, creating political signs, and organizing the gathering of people are nonprofits such as Service Employees International Union, or you may know them as SEIU, the Bail Project, and the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights. These are nonprofits who rely on Democrat billionaires to fund them and the taxpayers. Maybe the most scrupulous millionaires to throw his money behind the LA riots is a pro-Chinese man named Nabil Sigham, who gave millions to the PSL Party for Socialism and Liberation to assist in organizing riots just in LA, but not just in LA, but also on college campuses. Neil Sigham was a founder and former chairman for the ThoughtWorks, an IT consulting company that provided custom software. You mean like software that deals with tracking American faces across all platforms like Palantir? That's right. It just makes too much sense, Ever since George Bush Sr. sold us out by allowing the majority of illegal immigrants to come from everywhere but developed nations. How far will this collapse go before the leaders in America put America first? Moving on to Palantir. Palantir's Alex Karp has weaponized data for America, now leaning into surveillance national citizen database. Does anyone really care? Not if they're in office, that's for sure. You won't even hear a concern about it. Isn't it interesting how this is happening and we're not hearing anything from any politicians on this topic? It's kind of interesting, right? But who is Alex Karp? Alex Karp is the one behind Palantir. He's a Jewish communist atheist, and he's the guy that's supposed to take our national security to the next level, creating an AI tool that brings together all data of the internet to allow us to track down criminals. Can it be utilized to do bad things to the American people? Of course it can, and yet no one is asking these very questions. It's pretty interesting, right? Iran demands enrichment rights, absolutely, non-negotiable. Trump has drawn the line. No uranium enrichment, no deal. Trump signals readiness to use military force if diplomacy fails, but there is no need. Israel is on the case. Of course, Bibi is calling for war with Iran, even preemptively attacking them. We're going to take a look at these videos that you guys sent me. Got some pretty good ones.
President Donald Trump, this video is for you, my friend. Hey, estas personas no nos representan. Ellos no nos representan, estos terroristas. El verdadero latino, el verdadero mexicano, levantamos con mucho orgullo la bandera de Estados Unidos. Gracias a los Estados Unidos, gracias a esa linda gente de Estados Unidos que trabaja, gracias a todos los latinos trabajadores. Estoy hablando de todos los latinos que son trabajadores honrados, no se merecen que estos estén representándonos, estos están usando nuestra bandera.
Thank you, sir, with the mask on. Thank you. Great stuff. Great stuff from him. That was a really good message. All right, what's this one?
The Israeli government has had a close relationship with the Chinese Communist government for over 40 years, and there have been a lot of transfers of military technology from Israel to China, including transfers of American military technology to China. It's a fact. People lie about it, and well, it's not true. Well, it is true, actually. And I don't think that's widely known. I mean, the Chinese help operate the port of Haifa, one of the most beautiful ports in the world.
It's kind of interesting to me that this Palantir stuff by Alex Karp, the Iran deal with Israel, and Israel's trying to stroke the flames for us to go to war, and the LA riots are all happening at the same time. And the LA riots are being funded by who? Proxies for the Chinese government. I mean, it's just, it's interesting, you know? There's clearly something going on.
Guys, ready? And Bell. Sir, hands up. I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your hands off.
Many of our ICE agents have been docked.
There's no recording allowed out here. I did not know. There's no recording allowed.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if that guy's here illegally.
No, he's actually illegal. He's a U.S. Senator.
Oh, well, yeah, deport him too. That's okay. You got room on that jet for one more? We got another one here for you. Now, apparently, the senator actually had somewhere to be, and he actually left where he was supposed to be in obligation, and came to that press conference in order to start trouble. So, yeah, that's sad. It's all for the show. Anyway, that's it for today. Street riots, spy tech, and being on the brink of nuclear war. This is the Paint the Town Red podcast. Stay black.